fortunate enough to be enrolled in this class are soon going to be seeing a light bulb go on above your head as to the preposterous way the Americans elect president. Not to mention the entertaining, to be kind, list of smashing candidates running for that office in 2016. So, we will begin our analysis tonight with the lineup of candidates who are running for President of the United States. And these, ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind, are apparently the picks of the litter. I'm trying to remember the other forgettable 16 or 17 who dropped out already. Jolly good. We move on to the 6 who remain. First, we have a crotchety old man who loves to wave his finger in your face. But he did vote against the war of 1812. Next, we have a reality TV show host who makes fun of disabled people on national television, who has just edged out Kanye West and Bill O'Reilly as narcissist of the year, it seems. A man who is so fond of discussing his private parts that he is bloody well likely hung like a field mouse. This is a man who has actually said that he wishes he could date his own daughter. Mark that well, class. He wishes he would like to date his own daughter. Next up. Son of a Cuban immigrant who wants to make the Syrian sand glow in the dark, and who has accepted the endorsement of a preacher who wants to exterminate homosexuals. This same gentleman wants to teach the 10 Commandments in the public school. Hello. As for the rest, well, oh yes, there's a baby-faced opportunist with a small man complex. A woman under current investigation by the FBI who actually feels that she is entitled to be your queen. And oh yes, an average Joe from Ohio who looks just like my butcher. But I fear for the good old US of A. But we shall move on to the next subject, which is that of religion. Now, the Christian religion has been a common topic in this campaign, with several candidates asserting that America has always been a Christian country, when in fact, along with taxation, freedom of speech, and freedom of and from religion were the very reasons they went to war with us in the first place. Several of these candidates favor banning all Muslims, even banning starving women and children from entering the U.S., unless, of course, they happen to be Christian. Dang. The 10 Commandments in the Bible are spoken of as if they are part of the American Constitution, which they are not. Makes one wonder just what sort of education some of these zealots have received, and whether they have indeed asked themselves the ultimate Christian question. What would Jesus do? Right. In light of all this, I feel at this juncture compelled to offer to this illustrious set of candidates not 10 commandments, but 10, let's say, suggestions of my own. Number 1. Thou shalt not push thy God onto someone else. Duh. Thou shalt keep graven images of thy face and thy name to a size that does not spoil the entire streetscape, make 60% of Americans and most of the rest of the civilized world want to throw up in their mouth. Number 3. Thou shalt not accept the endorsement of a homophobic preacher who wants to exterminate the gays. While you're at it, you might want to be honest with yourself about your own latent tendencies. Just saying. Number 4. Thou shalt read the articles of the Geneva Convention and ponder the war crimes you intend to commit when you, quote, bomb the shit out of them and kill all those civilians, including women and children. Please remember that children are to be loved, but thou shalt not date Number 5. Thou shalt not steal dishes and other items from the White House. She lived there, so she lived there when her sex addict husband was president of the meeting. Number 6. Thou shalt not appear on Howard Stern and compare your failure to contract a venereal disease and all your sexual exploits to a soldier surviving in combat in Vietnam. And speaking of sexual exploits, thou shalt not date my daughter. Number 7. Thou shalt think twice about immigration. If your daddies hadn't migrated to the US, you might be working on a food truck or overhauling old Buicks in South Havana. 8. Thou shalt not brag constantly about how rich thou art and swear like a drunken sailor, but if you must, for God's sake, please do so only in one of your own 58 bedrooms in front of a mirror as you're blow-drying that ridiculous comb over of yours. And as you see that heart-shaped bed in the reflection, let me again remind you, thou shalt not date your Number 9. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's casino, hotel, or his golf resort, his wife, or his concubine, his Rolls Royce, or his Rolex, his ox, or his ass, or indeed anything that is thy neighbor's. The question of who would want to be your neighbor anyway comes to mind. Number 10. Thou shalt not go on and on and on about making America great again, and then dock your yacht in a tax-sheltered haven and steal jobs from Americans by manufacturing your clothing line and neckties in China and Mexico. These are the 10 suggestions, but there's so much material. Let's just go ahead and make it a good old British dozen, shall we? Number 11. Thou shalt not brutalize and eject from your rallies African Americans, Muslims, Mexican reporters, or anyone for the crime of standing quietly or holding a protest sign while exercising their First Amendment right to free speech. And above all else, thou shalt remember this final suggestion and keep it holy. Thou shalt not date